Well, Savannah Riverside celebrating a couple of milestones today, and News Channel 6 was there. Renetta Dubois is joining us now with how the most recent work at the site is helping to keep people safe.
Brad, the excitement at Savannah Riverside stretches back to the Cold War, but today the mission is to keep everyone safe from 36 million gallons of high-level radioactive waste.
First in the world to close high-level waste tanks.
It's hard to see, but underneath the large equipment sits 36 million gallons of radioactive waste at Savannah Riverside.
It's radioactive waste. It's materials left over from the Cold War, processing through other facilities here on site. The mission here in the early 50s was producing plutonium, and this is a byproduct of that, a liquid waste material that has fission products in it.
Plant workers kicked off the day with a small ceremony to recognize the closure of Tank 12, built in 1953. It is one of 8 tanks closed since 1997, the second on the H-tank farm, no longer at risk for leaking into groundwater.
In the future, those tanks could leak, possibly, as they get older and older. So our goal is to remove the material from the tank.
A total of 51 tanks need materials removed and safely closed with the help of workers like this man in the yellow suit.
The process is we empty them, verify them clean, put a grout in the tank so the tanks remain stable, so they don't collapse on themselves. The grout is really just a stable form to keep the tanks in place, but they're clean once the grout goes in them.
Once the tank is closed, the material changes.
Facilities like WJBF turn into glass, make it safer, and that's a safe waste form to store it here on site.
A shielded canister transporter takes the new glass material to a temporary storage, and it's too placed underground.
We still have a lot more work to do, and we celebrate all our achievements, but we do not forget that there's still more tanks.
4,000 canisters are temporarily stored on site until the government names a final home.
We've done lots of studies on how durable and how strong it is, and it keeps all the radionuclides very strongly bound up. And we have glass samples from long ago, ancient Egypt and places like that show how durable glass is. Each and every tank we close is progress towards closing all of the tanks here at Savannah Riverside, and again reducing the risk of any type of environmental release in South Carolina.
Now those canisters stay at SRS until the government decides where they will go for good. Jenny?